Today we discuss some considerations which somebody may take in finding a decision to opt out or not. On 1st of March, the so-called sunrise period started, and during this time, a patentee of a classical European Bundlepatent can decide if this patent shall fall under the jurisdiction of the new Unitary Patent Court, UPC, or shall remain with the national courts as it was until now. So if you decide for the opt-out, it will stay with the national courts. What are considerations and why it may be important to opt out? It depends a bit how important this patent and this invention is for the patentee. Because under the national jurisdictions, the judges were known and a bit, of course, the case law since many, many years, which does not mean that you immediately knew how a case will be decided, but you knew some tendencies. This is not the case with the new system, even if there are some judges a part of the UPC who we already know from the national courts, but there will be always a further judge from a different member state. And these judges have to decide the cases based on the new regulations of the UPC. And if this UPC takes a decision, then this decision has effect in all the 17 member states. And so with one decision, the patent can fall in one step in these 17 countries. If the decision is for an opt-out still with the bundle patent, then separate suits have to be filed with the national courts, either infringement courts or validity courts, and it has to be decided step by step. And the decisions can be very different depending on the country and then, of course, the composition of the courts. This is a big advantage of the national route and the opt-out. And further on, and a goal of the UPC is to take or to have a decision within 12 months, which means in case of a nullity proceeding, of course, the patentee is interested in most of the cases that the time is expanded until a decision is taken. And this is also advantages before the national courts. For example, in Germany, to have a decision on the nullity of a patent in first instance, it generally takes 18 to 24 months. So this is a way longer period than at the UPC. And the time regimen at the UPC, of course, to reach this decision in 12 months is very tight. So it's hardly possible to get an extension of a deadline, which is very different in the national proceedings. So these are important considerations to take a decision on an opt-out. Yeah, and we're looking forward to tell you a bit more within our next sessions.